Okay everyone, we're going to go ahead and do our 8th game of Jeopardy! Platinum Edition for the Game Boy. And so far in 7 games we have won $250,000. That's right, $250,000 in only 7 games. Let's see what happens in Game 8. We're taking on Jerry this game. Here are the categories: travel and tourism, Broadway musicals, royalty, food, historic names, and Kentucky. Broadway musicals 100. A 1988 musical based on his novel Carrie closed after 5 performances. Who is Stephen King? Broadway musicals for 200. This 1989 musical takes place in the Roaring '20s in a Berlin hotel. What is Cabaret? That's wrong. Grand Hotel. Oh, okay. Oh well. Let's take Broadway musicals for 300. Legendary rock and roller whose life inspired the Broadway musical Buddy. Who is Buddy Holly? Broadway musicals 400. John Cullum of Northern Exposure starred in this composer's Aspects of Love in 1990. Andrew Lloyd Webber. Oh, okay. Broadway musicals for 500. This 1953 musical opens at dawn outside a mosque in ancient Baghdad. Kismet. Oh, okay. I'd like to look at the categories again, please. Food for 100. In a cartoon of a dachshund in a bun, Tad Dorgan first dubbed the Frankfurter this. What is a hot dog? Food for 2. This famous Dutch cheese is similar to Edam, but contains more fat. What is Gouda? Food for 300. Daily double. Let's go all in. All $500. In names of foods, this doctor's name precedes cracker, flour, and bread. Who is Graham? That's right. $1,000. I'll take food for 400. Also called groats, this is hulled, coarsely ground grain popular in the South. Hey, Tiger. It's grit, so I was thinking that for some reason, but I didn't think it was right. 500, please. Nasturtium seeds are sometimes substituted for these pickled, unopened flower buds. What are capers? That's right. Okay, then we have historic names for 100. She was the second wife of Napoleon I and the mother of Napoleon II. Who is Josephine? That is incorrect. It's Marie Louise. Okay. Historic names for 200. In 1721, he was acclaimed father and of the fatherland and emperor of all Russia. Who is Nicholas II? Or is it Peter the Great? I'm going to change my answer and say who's Peter the Great. Good thing I did. Historic names for 300. The Duke of Wellington was a distant relative of this founder of Methodism. Jerry. John Wesley. Oh, okay. Kentucky 100. The Kentucky coffee is the official state one of these, but its beans don't make it a good brew. What is vegetable? Or no. Official state one of these. What is beverage? No. Maybe it's something else. Oh, tree. State tree. Okay. Pierre Cardin makes a 6-piece set of this that comes with a 10-year, 10 million mile warranty. What is luggage? Travel and tourism for 200. You have to lean backwards over the edge of a castle if you want to kiss this Gallic landmark. What is the Blarney Stone? There we go. Travel the tourism 300. In 1991, the 20th annual international fanfare in this U.S. music city was sold out before it began. What is Nashville? Travel and tourism 400. Bruges in this country is known for its medieval atmosphere and Gothic architecture. What is Belgium? Travel and tourism 500. This capital city boasts concert halls named for Smetana and Dvorak. What is Prague? There we go. How about historic answer 400? On his deathbed in 1821, his final word is said to have been Josephine. Who is Napoleon? Historic answer 500. The mummy of this king, thought to be the Pharaoh of Exodus, can be seen in Cairo. Ramses II. Oh, okay. Kentucky for 200. A fountain in this largest Kentucky city sprays water in the shape of a fleur de lis, the city's symbol. What is Louisville? Kentucky 300. Covington, Kentucky claims the only replica in the U.S. of his tomb. It's open from Easter to November 1st. Is it King Tut? No, Jesus. Okay. Kentucky for 400. The mansion that inspired this Stephen Foster song is open for tours. What is my old Kentucky home? Kentucky for 500. This Kentucky-born author of All the King's Men became America's first poet laureate in 1986. Robert Penn Warren. Alright. How about royalty 100? Her grandfather, William IX, was a famous troubadour as well as the Duke of Aquitaine. Eleanor of Aquitaine, yep. King Sancho IV of Navarre was the father-in-law of this leonine English king, who was Richard the Lionhearted. Royalty 300. This prince consort's parents were Prince Andrew of Greece and Princess Alice of Battenberg. Prince Philip. Oh, okay. In 1286, this country's King Alexander II died near Fife when his horse fell over a cliff. And the country was Scotland. Now the last clue. She was Queen Juliana's firstborn child. Queen Beatrix. Let's play Double Jeopardy. Human body 200. While almost any vein can become varicose, most occur in this part of the body. What is the leg? Human body 400. The sclera is the hard white outer layer of this. What is the eye? Human body for 600? The blood carries carbon dioxide and this other gas. What is oxygen? Human body 800. Daily double. Let's go for 4,601. By definition, a person with type 1 diabetes is dependent on this. What is insulin? Yes. There we go. 1,000 please, same category. The esophagus leads into this organ, the duodenum leads out. What is the stomach? Alright, the other categories remaining are relatives, slang, literature, the comics, and gems. The comics 200. With over 2,000 newspapers in 68 countries, this Charles Schulz strip is the most widely syndicated. What is Peanuts? Comics 400. This cop's associates have included Sam Ketchum, Pat Patton, and Liz the policewoman. Who is Dick Tracy? Comics for 600. This Walt Kelly comic strip began as a comic book feature of Bumbazine and Albert the Alligator. What is Pogo? Comics 800. This horrible Viking character created by Dick Brown first appeared in February 1973. Who is Hagar? Comics 1000. This title character created by Lee Falk is known as the Ghost Who Walks. Who is the Phantom? There you go. $14,001 right now. Gems for 200. South Africa's De Beer Consolidated Mines control over 3/4 of the world's supply of these gems. Or De Beers, I should say. Well, what are diamonds? I'll take gems for 400. Sky blue is the most prized color of this gem, which Navajos use to keep them from harm. What is a sapphire? That is incorrect. Turquoise. 600 please, same category. The other daily double. Let's try for... God. Let's try for 6,401. A very dark shade of black has the name of this organic gem. I'm just going to say what is sandstone, because I have no clue. No. Oh, I'm going to take a bit of a drop, but that's okay. Jet. Oh. I'm still in the lead with 7,400. Deposits on the coast of the Baltic Sea provide most of this hardened resin. Amber. Oh, okay. It's the form or of a dress for a nun. What is sister? I'll take relatives for 400. In the 1960s, old fashionable glasses and dresses were named after this relative. I'd say grandma. Granny. Relatives for 6. The older male sibling, Orwell's, was watching you. Who's big brother? Relatives 800. They're the first relatives noted in the Gettysburg Address. Fathers. It's the term for the first language anybody learns. Mother tongue. Alright. Nephrite, a type of jade, was so named because it was thought to alleviate diseases of this organ. What is the kidney? What are the kidneys? Was his Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's court was inspired by Mallory's Morte d'Arthur. Trying to remember who wrote Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's court. Who is Mark Twain? That's right. Literature 400. The Real Life of Sebastian Knight was this Lolita author's first book in English. Vladimir Nabokov. Happy Hunting Ground is slang for this afterlife locale. What is heaven? Slang for 400. A conjuncture is a shot in this. What is the dark? Slang for 600. Kiwi is slang for someone from this country. What is New Zealand? Slang for 800. This is the big sleep or the big chill. What is death? Slang for 1,000. Rocks for Jocks is slang for an introductory college course in this subject. What is geology? This red-haired Scottish outlaw was the subject of an 1817 novel by Sir Walter Scott. Rob Roy. Alright, 800. Catherine Barclay, an English nurse in an Italian hospital, is the heroine of this Hemingway novel. I'm going to try this one and say, what is a farewell to arms? There we go. Last clue. 13,200. It's going to be a lock game. This French author of The Stranger wrote the 1957 Nobel Prize for Literature. Won the 1957 Nobel Prize for Literature. That author was Albert Camus. Albert Camus. Final Jeopardy. Let's take a look at the Final Jeopardy category. Islands, okay? I'll go 3,199. This is the largest island in the Indian Ocean. What is Madagascar? It is Madagascar. That is correct. So I'm going to win this game with $16,399. Alright. So now I have a 8-game win total of $266,399, and I get to come back for a 9th game, and I'll see you all for that next video.